rising, y'all. Happy Sunday. In this video, I want to talk about this young lady, Carlee Russell. Some of you may know that she was reported missing, and her family was trying to search for her. And the last thing that was reported, or last they heard from her, was she spotted some baby on the side of the road or whatever on the highway. And she got out to try to assist the baby, and then she vanished shortly after. Nobody could find a trace of her. But then mysteriously, I guess this was just last night, she appears out of nowhere. And I think they spotted her car, they pulled her over or something like that. I don't know. But this is getting more and more fishy to me. I'm hearing too many stories about someone that has gone missing, whether they were missing for years, or they recently went missing, and then all of a sudden they turn up. Now, I would definitely like to hear more details, and I assume they're going to interview her and try to get an understanding of what exactly happened and where was she and why she vanished, or where was she, during the time that they were looking for her. That is weird. Like, where the hell was she? Especially in this time right now where it's social media. People are always on their phones. And this is not being sexist, but especially women. Women be always on their phones. They always got to be connected to someone or something via their cell phone. So I highly doubt that she was in a situation to where she couldn't use her phone unless she was abducted. But the reports don't say that once they found her, that she claimed someone had abducted her and she escaped. They didn't say she escaped from someone. They just said they found her. This idiot was about to do a U-turn in the middle of the freeway. Wow. Anyway. But it's just odd that they find her and there was no sign of her being kidnapped, snatched, or anything like that. But she was gone. But she was missing for what? Over 3 days, if I'm not mistaken? 3 days plus. So my question would be, what was she doing during those days? Where was she during those days? Did she enter another dimension? Allegedly? I mean, until we get some more details and answers, it makes you wonder, like, what in the world? Where did she go? What happened in between this situation where she found this baby? Now, we do know there are certain people out there who will use some type of bait to get someone to approach their bait, and then they'll snatch them up. And in this case, there was a baby. So a lot of people were afraid that somebody used this baby to bait her into coming closer to the kidnappers or snatchers, and then they probably snatched her up that way. But right now, we're not hearing that report. So now it's like, damn, what really happened? Did you teleport? Did you slip into another dimension? Then all of a sudden, you came back into this realm? Help me understand what's going on. And why is it that if there's a pattern of people, or at least children or young adults, disappearing for a long period of time, and then all of a sudden they're finding them, and they say, oh, we found this so-and-so, they're okay now, and it'll be after days or weeks. I don't know, dog. This stuff is starting to get a little more fishy. It's getting fishy to me because it's a pattern now. I'm seeing too many missing cases where somebody goes missing, but instead of them finding the person, the missing person, and their remains, like, you know, finding that missing person dead and finding the remains of their body. Now there's a pattern of people going missing and then reappearing out of nowhere, and they're just fine. They're not injured. No sign of being abused or beaten, strangled, tied up, nothing. So what exactly is going on? Why are we seeing and hearing too many reports now of people who vanish, who go missing, who people assume are being abducted and kidnapped, but then days later or weeks later, the same person who was reported missing appears out of nowhere. No sign of any injury, no nothing. So I hope they interview this young lady, because, you know, I'm curious to know what exactly happened. Last I heard that they took her to the, you know, a nearby hospital. So I get it. They're taking the precautions. I mean, precautions. It's not going to be right away that they're going to interview her. But then again, she might be getting interviewed today, and we'll probably hear something later on this afternoon or whatever the case may be. But I think from now on, I think everybody needs to be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. Keep your phone close by. I don't know, especially for some of you ladies out there, y'all need to have some type of tracker on y'all's phone to where if something happens to you, your loved ones can locate you, or some type of ping, something to where you can be located. Because especially a lot of ladies, as of late, they've been going missing. So you ladies, y'all gotta protect yourself. You know, because, you know, you come across a guy who's desperate and who has an agenda. It's gonna be hard to break free of a man who is 3 times stronger than you. So you don't want to put yourself in that situation. Now I get it. Now this is unfortunate, but this is a reality. There are more women who are more humane than men. So it's natural for a woman, if she sees a baby, a dog, a kitten, anything that could possibly be harmed on the road, 9 times out of 10, a woman will probably stop in her tracks and offer help before a man does. And because that's the case, we need women to be more careful when they do that, because it might just be a random situation where someone or something may really truly need the help. But at the same time, ladies, you gotta use your instincts, your intuition, and don't be so gullible or easily caught up in the moment of something that you spot, that you see while you're on the road, and then you get yourself caught up, because next thing you know, you get snatched up and then you're screaming, "Oh my God, no!" And the next thing you know, you're in somebody's car and they're taking you somewhere, and they might knock you unconscious or something, especially if you're screaming a whole lot and they don't want to hear you screaming. So ladies, y'all got to be careful, man. There's some wicked, evil, corrupt, psychotic serial killers out there. And if you're a woman, there's some sex trafficking is still real. It's still going on. So be careful. Don't just be carelessly approaching a situation without observing the surroundings, everything that's around where you just stopped at. And that is one difference. I think that is, if one thing women can learn from men in that case, in that situation, and not all men are on point now, but a lot of men, you know, especially like myself, I'm always scanning my surroundings. When I stop somewhere, no matter where I'm at, I'm looking at the cars real fast, the colors, the car models. I'm looking at the people. I can scan real quick, and I can observe how many people are in the vicinity of where I'm at, how many people are in a store that I walk in, how many people are in a parking lot, what they look like, their description, all of that. I can scan that shit in seconds. I think women need to be more on point and do that. Women need to scan the area, the surrounding area, every time they arrive at a certain location, even if it's at your house. Scan the cars around your house. If there's a car, if you know all your neighbors' cars, and you see a car that looks unusual, you ain't got to take a picture of it and scan it, but just notice it at least. At least notice when something looks different. So you can try to avoid something possibly happening. Now another person almost backed into my car in this park. Ooh, people, I'm telling you, boy. Anyway, but just be on point, y'all. Be on point. Because you just never know. We're in some crazy, desperate times, and people are so careless, impatient, just like this person. This person didn't look at their mirror. They just wanted to back up without looking or without assuming that someone could be possibly passing by. Y'all got to learn to be patient and learn to be on point. Learn to be on point. Because you just don't know. You don't know what somebody's plotting. And sometimes people that's looking for someone to plot on, they looking to see if you're paying attention. If they see you totally oblivious to what's going on around you, you might be the next victim. So be smarter than this young lady. We still don't know exactly what happened. We don't even know if she was abducted yet. It's such a weird, strange situation. So I only made this video because I'm noticing too much of a pattern of people going missing and then they're reappearing, and there's not much information that they're giving us in the aftermath of it. So, ladies, especially you sisters out there, y'all be careful, and y'all watch y'all's daughters, y'all's children too, boys and girls, but especially you girls, because they snatch up little girls too. So y'all got to be more on point, be careful, and don't be careless and be so on y'all's phone and gossiping and running y'all's damn mouth, and you got your kids playing outside the house or your apartment, and you're not even paying attention to whether or not who's watching them, or whose cars are around, what type of people are around. So don't get so caught up in your life and what you got going on and the drama you got that you involved in, that you are not on your safety duties. Make sure you're still on point. Top flight security. Yeah, ladies, y'all need to be on your top flight security of yourselves and your children. You ain't gonna find too many men involved in that situation because, for one, men are mostly the aggressors that's doing that crap, and usually a man who's up to no good, or a man who will try to kidnap and abduct somebody, he's gonna target someone who's weaker, who's not as strong as him. So, ladies, y'all gotta keep that in mind. Y'all not as strong as some of these men out here. So y'all gotta be careful not to just be la 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 la. Like not one guy is gonna at least try you. Because in this world right now, we don't live in a perfect world. And there are men out there who will test the waters with you. So be careful, ladies. Don't make the same mistake this other young lady made. But we don't know the full of what happened, but we do know women get snatched up. Women get kidnapped, and kids get kidnapped. And most of the time, when that happens, somebody is not being responsible. Somebody's not paying attention. Just that one slight second of being distracted could mean it could determine life and death. So somebody take heed to this message and try to avoid what's going on right now, because there's a pattern. They're snatching people. Hide your kids, hide your wife, because they snatching everybody out here. Y'all be easy, man. Be safe.